Have you ever seen this before? We've got an actual 5-way going on, and as you can see, we're all swagged up from the weekend. How are you all? We can see all your lovely comments down the side. Welcome to Pillar Training. It is week 4 and it's events, and it just so happens we've just got back from one. So we've got Rosie Watson, we've got Katie Spence, we've got Leanne Murphy, we have got Paula Smith and myself all swagged up, ready to tell you about the lowdown from this weekend's amazing global summit. So just to start us off, before we start having a major conversation and it all goes tits up, as it normally does, first question is, why did you go? What made you go? And just any of you, just go for it. Why did you go to Summit?
I would never miss one, because after doing convention especially, I just know what the corporate events are like. I know how extravagant they are, how generous they are, how amazing the training is, and just how it feeds you. And I wouldn't miss it for the world. I bought it literally. They did a competition about the first ticket, and I was pretty certain it was going to be me. I was like, because I was lit the minute they went live. I had my ticket.
Woohoo! I went because I'm just an event junkie. Like, I literally go to events, fill my cup, and I swear to God, if I could bottle up what you can get from them events and like dish it out and sell it, I would be a millionaire. Like, the way the events actually make you feel is just incredible, and especially the corporate ones as well. The way they treat you, the training, seeing everybody there, Derek, Shalane, just absolutely incredible. So as soon as any event goes on sales, Murphy is there.
We got extra stuff as well, didn't we, for booking early? What was it we got for booking early?
We got a face mask. Yeah. Go, Paula.
Wasn't it the water bottle, the hat, and the mask?
Yeah.
Which
was amazing.
So,
Who gives
the I've got it all here next to me.
Glass water.
The water bottle.
Mine's
the
just
hat. And we got the mask, didn't we? And the selfie stick, the selfie light, the detox mask is here. I don't know what the hell this is. I'm sure Leanne will enlighten me.
It's the self-tanning applicator sponge.
Oh, there we go. But loads and loads and loads. And the bags are just amazing. Loads of swag. And I love, like, when they do the swag, that they don't just, like, give you everything. They hold stuff back, and then they sort of drip feed you, and you think you can't take anymore. And then it's like, oh, by the way, we've got lipsticks and exfoliators, and oh, you can just have this. And then they're throwing things out whenever anybody answers a question. It's like, oh, what shall we give her? And people started asking questions then, didn't they? And some pretty useless ones, because they wanted some more swag.
That's another thing, actually. If you think about it, the ticket cost, whenever corporate hold an event, I know the tickets, some people say to me, Leanne, but the tickets are expensive. I think Empower You ones are always around about 50 quid, and obviously the Global Summit was £100 this time. But the actual products that we've been given, and we probably shouldn't say this, we probably should not tell you this, because they're corporate gifts to yourself, so don't send this to anybody at corporate. But the amount of swag that we've got probably goes to about £200 in products. So you could take them products and then sell them on to your customers and get your ticket money and your hotel money back. So I know the initial outlay is always a lot, but if you can get there, because you will be able to get that money back, or just go and sell some makeup. you definitely get to these type of events.
The training,
my VIP group are buzzing. Sorry, Rosie.
So the training's worth the money on its own. The value of that, Deb Erickson, imagine if you booked her yourself, how much would you pay? It's so worth going. And that was like, everybody was in tears and just completely blown away. Like, I would pay £100 just to see her alone, let alone everything else we got.
Well, from that, Rosie, shall we move on to our most valuable things that we took away from the actual training? Who wants to start us off? I mean, I know, Paula has got notes.
I've got notes.
So let's start off with Paula, because she said, if anybody says what I want to say, I'm going to punch him in the face.
That's fighting talk, Paula. I know you've got your hat on there.
That was me and Lucy's like, oh, she did what I said. So like, hands up on Facebook. We're like, oh, you stole my answer.
Okay,
go on, Paula.
My biggest takeaway from the weekend, well, I've got a few, but my biggest one was something that Deb said, that you need to burn your boats. So basically that means that you're only going in one direction. If you burn your boats, then you can't go back, which, you know, if you haven't got a backup plan, then this is your only option. You've got to make it succeed. So that kind of puts pressure on you to really make your business work and to take the action that you need. And that was a big thing for me. And I've been saying that, burn your boats. But the other one as well was the 24-hour rule, because it's really tempting when you've been to an event or, you know, you've done some sort of training and you're really pumped up and you've written all your notes, and then you come home and you just think, I'll have a look at that later. I'll do something about that later. And then once the initial excitement's all sort of dissipated, then you don't always do anything about, you know, the training that you've taken in. And so I think that's a really important point as well, that you need to make a plan and take action within the first 24 hours. Otherwise you never will do, and then it's a waste of time.
So, definitely. Yeah. I love that, Paula.
Yeah,
I've got others as well, but I'll give some other people a turn.
Go on, who wants to go next?
For me, it was Deb.
Go on.
Deb was just one giant.
Yeah.
It was a takeaway for a party, wasn't it? It was not just a takeaway. It was a wedding. Wimping out causes pain. The only pain you will suffer is when you wimp out, and breaking that is breaking through the confidence. You don't have to do the things, you just have to have courage. And for me, for my team, I was like, that is how I need to explain it, that the only thing that you're fearful of is the moment you're in. So however scared you're feeling, it's the moment you're in that's causing that. And once you step to the side of it, that's going to go. And there's so many girls that sit in fear, sit in their lack of confidence. I sat in the car park with a girl from Team Shades after the second day, like egging her on to speak to a customer. And it was something silly, like the girl wanted to spend so much money, and one mascara was going to get her into the double points. It was going to be a really great deal for the customer, but she was fearful of her thinking something. And I was like, you know, think about this, think about what we've had today. You know, you're standing in this fearful moment. Once you've said it, it's done. Gone. And if you sit in the fear, it's going to continue to hurt. And that for me that has really helped how I can help my team, which I thought was the biggest takeaway for me.
Yeah. Amazing.
Rosie?
I loved what she was saying about comfort zones, about how it's like whenever you start making excuses or procrastinating or thinking you feel tired, it's your comfort zone trying to keep you in your safe place. And I loved what she said about you might hit a rank because you've worked really, really hard, and then straight away you shrink back to what you were before because you've stepped out of your comfort zone. Your brain is just trying to keep you in that safe little space. And if you stay aware of that, you can be like, oh, it's okay, it's just my comfort zone. Because I'm terrible for procrastinating. I think, oh, I don't know what to do. I feel really stuck. I'm not really sure. And I'm like, oh, no, this is my comfort zone. Just get focused. And I've since then, whenever I feel like that, I just kind of have a brain dump onto a piece of paper. And I realised, actually, it's really simple. And I just need to stop sitting and scrolling through my computer because that is my comfort zone. And when you feel like you've messaged enough people, that's your comfort zone, because you know if you push further, that's closer. So that was a really big one for me, and that's really helped me become aware of when I'm procrastinating and why I'm procrastinating, and pushing through that and just messaging a few more people.
That's amazing, and we all do it, don't we? We're all guilty. Leanne, what was your biggest takeaway?
I think we're all going to be the same. For me, Deb Erickson's training was absolutely phenomenal. Like, ladies, if you are not following her on Facebook or you're not signed up to her free training and her free webinars and her Zooms that she does on the it's called Institute, you need to go over there and you need to get signed up, because if I could take that woman home in my pocket and keep her. Like, seriously, she was absolutely incredible. And for me, the biggest thing that hit home was when she was talking about how we score ourselves in relation to confidence for us and how we come across and where we kind of feel we're up to in our business. And we always kind of score ourselves down. And what she was saying then is you automatically, because of the way you are and because of the way our brain's programmed, you score yourself down. But then when you're looking for people to bring into your business, you bring people in that are below you again on the score, and then they automatically do the same. So when you're looking for somebody that you want in your business, you need to recruit up. You need to be feeling good yourself. You need to believe in yourself. You need to have the confidence. You need to be giving yourself like a 10, she was saying. And you need to go and find 10s, and that's where your leaders within your business are going to come from. And they are rare, but for me, it hit a massive nail on the head, because I'm scared of approaching people who have a professional job. Like, for some reason, I think, even though I've come from a professional background, I was kind of looking for a way out of that because I had a baby. And for those people who haven't got that reason, I kind of feel that I can't approach them because they perhaps won't take me serious. But for me, she hit the nail on the head, and we need to stop thinking like that. And we do need to recruit up. If we want quality in our business, which we do, quality over quantity any day, then we need to think highly of ourselves, and we need to go out there and put our big girl pants on and go and look for them people that are going to be your next leaders. Because they are, for them to have a leader, for them to be a leader, you need them to lead. So they need to stand out, they need to have drive, they need to have passion, they need to kind of know where they're going in life. So you just need to do that. And that was the biggest thing for me.
I think with that, Leanne, as well, is that we're always looking, aren't we, to solve people's problems. Like, we're always like taught that we are the problem solver. And when you speak to people, find a problem in life, and I guess that automatically makes you look down because you're looking for people that you can personally help. But there will be people out there that actually join your team and they're going to help you. And it turns the other way around, doesn't it? And it doesn't matter that you're downline. It'd be great if it was. Do you know what I mean? So that's awesome, isn't it? Deb was amazing, but I'll go away from Deb because you've all said Deb. She was out of this world, and it's really difficult to not like pick her as like the main thing. There were a few things for me. I don't even know who said it. It probably was Deb, but it was what you say to your children. I think it was her. She said, when you say to them, "Oh, I don't have time," and I am guilty.
Rob Morris.
Hands up.
That was Rob.
Rob Morris. It was.
Yeah, Rob.
Yeah.
Was it?
Rob Morris.
Rob?
Yeah, Rob Morris.
So Rob Morris said, you know, when you say to your children, they're pulling at your leg and they're wanting your time, and you said, I don't have time yet, Mummy's working, and I do it all the time. Just give me 5 minutes, just give me half an hour. And he said, rather than saying that, turn around to your child and say, you are not a priority. And it brought me to tears. I cried straight away because I thought, oh my God, what am I doing?
I just stopped myself twice saying that sentence.
Yeah.
And I went to go last night for a 90-minute bedtime story, and I went to say, I don't have the time, and I had to go, that's impractical to allow us to have 90 minutes. However, I automatically got, I don't have the time for 90 minutes. When he said about just before we came on live, he spilt water on his bed, and it's 6 minutes to go, and he was like, I need you to come and do that. And I said to him, that's not my priority right now. Instead of saying I don't have time, you forget that's not our priority. And being mindful of that word is so powerful. If you can be mindful between time and prioritization, that will completely free you.
Yeah, it really hit a nail on the head for me. And I guess it's just like from Las Vegas, the thing that I took home was what my children see, like what's their perception of me working. And I guess this just reinforced it even further, that I really do need to make them the priority, because that is what I'm doing. And you know, my notifications are off on my phone. I don't touch it. I've not touched it since I've been home, unless I've been actually meant to work. So, you know, it is a slow process, but it's going to come. The other thing as well, I think on the whole, from everybody, what I took was drop the excuses. there were so many people up on stage. For example, the lady that had 9 kids. What the hell? And she was absolutely smashing the business, and she had 9 kids. And then Anna, is it the first black status from Germany? She'd gone through cancer. She'd gone through not allowed to teach anymore, and now she's a black status and she's a full-time teacher. And we come up with all these excuses as to why we can't do the certain tasks, and the crap, they're not. We just need to drop them because they're an excuse, aren't they?
Your excuse is somebody else's reason why. That was one thing for me this weekend. Your excuse is somebody else drive.
Yes, definitely. Can I just answer Laura and Kaylee's question here as well? Because I touched on this on my subject that I spoke about. So when I was speaking at a convention, I was given products, but I didn't want to kind of stand there and do 2 demos and people just watch. So I kind of did a presentation, and the girls are saying here they're scared of approaching people who have amazing makeup skills because they'll think you're rubbish. Girls, this business was not designed for makeup artists. When Derek come up with this business model and his mission, it was designed for you. It was designed just for everyday people who are mums, or it's not a business model for makeup artists. And I can honestly hold my hands up because I am a makeup artist. It actually gives me a disadvantage when I'm trying to connect with my customers because they cannot relate to some of the things that I do. So use that to your advantage and forget about looking for people who have amazing makeup skills or makeup artists. Don't try and bring everyday women in there. And if they are brilliant at makeup, just give them a compliment. Tell them, I think your makeup skills are amazing. I think you would be fantastic doing what I do. Do not be intimidated by something like that. And do not think that this business model is designed just for people who can do makeup, because it's definitely not. It definitely isn't.
It was amazingly, and it was so nice, and I think for my team as well, for them to hear that. Because I was like, I really want to hear Leanne's, and I've said to you, when I look for technical, I send people to you. If anyone's got, the colour matching with the foundation, it was so easy the way you explained it. You explained it like every woman. You didn't go full makeup artist. And that's why I took your training, and they all came out so much more confident because of your words.
Thank you so much. That really means a lot.
It really honestly means a lot. And even, the presentation, it wasn't the slickest makeup. And all my girls were like, I could do that. They were expecting to be blown away by the chap's makeup artist to make it like a car. And it was just a simple look that we all could have pulled off. And they weren't sure if they were disappointed or pleased, because they were expecting to kind of be overwhelmed with this skill. And they went, oh, no, that's doable. I was like, but that's good. And I think they thought they were going to be made to feel their skills weren't good enough, which is totally the opposite. So
that's kind of the aim. We wanted people to have value and to realise that you can do it. It can be done. So, but I hope Kaylee and Laura found that useful as well.
I've had ladies join my team that have never worn makeup until they got their presenter's kit, and one of my ladies was one of the top 10 in Spain during launch for both sales and recruiting, and she'd never put anything on her face.
That's incredible. Thank you. Sorry, I just really wanted to answer them questions while I've seen them.
That's good. That's good. Yeah. I noticed that they were there. Another thing that people worry about is because it was a destination event, and obviously we all had to leave our families, and we all had to leave, husbands, children, dogs, whatever, and make that commitment. Some people had to take a day off work to get there for the Friday. What would you say to people that are worried about that? Because it's not just the event itself and the training. There's something about a destination event that makes it even more special.
Because you bond with your Y sisters. It's your Y family. You've got to spend time with your normal family. You've also got to spend time with your unique family, because that is a big part of what we do. It's the community. In relationships, I got to meet, there were 16 people in my downline there this weekend, and I'd only met about 4 of them before. So, that was amazing for me, because I actually got to meet people that are usually just a name on my back office. So, that is part of it. If you are actually like a leader of a team, it's great to actually meet the people that are part of your own team. But it's also nice to mix with people that are in different teams as well, because we are friends and we all support each other, and we don't gain anything from each other money-wise, but what we gain is friendship, support, you know, love, and you know, the everything else that's not just about the actual learning part of it. That's really important. And that's one of the reasons why a lot of people come into Unique anyway. It's because they need that sort of sense of community and friendship. They need to build friendships with people. And you know, and it's another thing that helps your confidence too, because you know, a lot of people go out of the comfort zone massively when they go to a destination event. You know, a lot of people travelled there on their own this weekend, including me, and I didn't actually get lost, which was quite a major event, really. So
I did. I got lost for you, Paula.
Yeah,
so,
you see.
2.5 hour car journey, 4.5 hours.
Uh-oh.
Rosie, was it one of your first? Go on, Leanne. We're going to the same one then, weren't we, to Rosie?
Yeah, Rosie, got a massive kind of. Rosie's a mum to 3 and she's pregnant as well at the minute, and she doesn't drive and she lives all the way down in. Tell me again. It's far south. That's it. So you tell them kind of why you're willing to travel and obviously come away from your children to attend an event like that.
I think it's really amazing to get around the leaders, especially if you don't have much confidence in yourself. I think there's a tendency to believe that anybody who's kind of hit like green and above is some kind of magical unicorn.
Well, don't say that. I'm not. That's true.
It has something that nobody else has, and then you get in a room full of like black status, orange, purple, green, and you get talking to them and they're just no different to you. And it's really nice to see that actually whatever level anybody is at, we're all just normal people. And it kind of, to me, it's like, well, they're just, because they're so normal, it's like, well, I'm really normal, sort of. So if they can do it, then so can I. And I also think it raises your energy as well when you get around that many people.
Massive. Yeah, massively.
It just, like, my confidence, like, I'm relatively confident anyway, but in that room I was like, yes, I'm a 10, this is amazing, I can really do this. And like I felt so much more powerful than I do just sat at home with my kids on my computer in my office, sort of thing. Like it just feels like something more, and you realize you're a part of something so much bigger than like what you're doing behind your computer screen, kind of thing. And you can take that home with you and try and remember those feelings and bring them back when you're having a stressful day, or the kids are driving you nuts, or you're not being very productive.
Do you think it's worth that small sacrifice of being away from your family just for them couple of days?
Yeah, and I think especially being a mum, like you don't really get the opportunity to just go away for a weekend very often. It's not something you would do if you didn't have a purpose for it. Like not many mums will go, oh, I'm just going to go and have a weekend to myself. Like we don't do that. So this is like a really good reason to be like, actually, this is my business, this is my priority. I am just going to put myself first for a couple of days so that I can grow. Yeah,
it's an investment into you and your business.
But also I think a lot to do with wellness as well. You know, the company's big into wellness, mind, body and spirit, and I think this is huge, to be around women who feel like you, act like you, think like you. And it is really hard in this business, if you're new, if you're building your company, to get, you know, the negative, we're all going to get it, the people who've got an opinion about direct sales, direct marketing, unique products, etc., etc. So to get in a room where everybody is on your wavelength is powerful. My girls were just like this. They were like vibrating with excitement. And I was like, can you imagine what convention's like when it's times 20 and it's in an arena and it's...
Yeah.
And I was like, it's a taster, wasn't it? A taster of convention.
Another thing as well that I always find when I go to events like this, that are corporate events at least, is that you realise when you actually get to meet like the corporate people and Derek and Melanie, how important we are to them. I don't think you always get that sense of their actual real love for us and you know, how thankful and grateful they are to us for what we do until you're actually in person. And then you do actually feel that, you know, that how important we are to them. It just don't come across the same when you see it on screen.
Yeah, I actually think that also being there live is so much different. Like, I watched Deb Erickson, somebody recorded Deb Erickson, and I watched it back the next day. And you know, when she did the arrow thing with those girls and the other girl, she smashed the wood, and we were all like, oh, like crying and laughing, and it was just so emotional. But when I watched it the next day, it wasn't the same at all. It did bring back the feelings because I was there. I was thinking, if somebody at home watching this on video, they're probably not bawling their eyes out because somebody snapped an arrow or broken a piece of wood. They're probably just like, oh, cool. But we were all just like, oh my God, and it was so emotional. And I think that the energy and the emotion you get from being there, it allows you to really absorb the training in a much different way than just watching it on a video. And I just wished I could like push that energy onto people like at home. I wished like my whole team could be there and just everybody in the company could experience that, the emotion behind it, because that emotion behind the training is what then sort of drives you forward when you get home again. If that makes sense.
Yeah. And how many of you have been walking around with I can, I will, I am. Yes. I can, I will, I am. Yes.
I had the boys doing it, and Cole was actually like, because Cole's 7, and he was saying something he couldn't do, and I was like, do it with mummy, and I can't. And he was like, I said, how good do you feel? He went, like, does it feel amazing? Just that little thing, that tiny thing we learned, so powerful.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. And the thing is, like, these events, like, they are amazing, and like, you know, like we talk about convention and things, but the feelings from convention now have gone, and you know, the feelings from the event before this one have gone, and eventually the feelings from this event, they're going to go. The memories are still there, but the feelings are going to drop, and that's why you need to put events. That's why events is one of the 4 pillars, and it's so important to make sure you're consistently filling up your diary, go to as many events as you can in order to keep yourself on this like high, and the momentum then will just throw your business forwards. And if you're going to them, your team are eventually going to start following because you're the leader and they kind of do what you do. So we know we've got Leanne's event coming up. Do you want to tell people about that? Because, you know, obviously you've still got tickets left and people can book on.
Yes. So the next event for ourselves is on the 24th of June. It's at Ashton-under-Lyne, just outside of Manchester, so it's in the northwest for anybody there. There is still tickets available, and they're only £20, and we have got an incredible lineup. I am literally so excited. I'll give you a quick run through of the lineup. So we've got Kizzy Harvey, Black Status Leader. We've got Lisa Holroyd. We've got Lola Amua. I can never say Amwa, Lola, Helen Wright. We've got Lucy Preston coming speaking. We've got an elite panel. We've got Vicky Cullen, Michaela Brown speaking. Lucy Marvin speaking. We've got David Ross as our special guest. And let me tell you something about David. I listened to him speak at a last event, and the training that he gave was absolutely incredible, and it's something that's going to help you through these summer months that you can implement into your business. You can do whether you lay on a beach on holiday somewhere, or if you're at home in a cafe with your kids. So I'm really looking forward to it. So it's the event's on Facebook. I think it's a public one. It's just called the Glam Success Plan Summer Event. So go and have a nosy, and I hope to see some of you there soon. And then after that we've got MMC. So we've got events now all through summer to get you through.
Empower you in September.
30th of September.
The MMC is the 22nd of July. I know Katie and Claire have been announcing that, and I think that's £25 all day training. And the last one was great, so I'm sure the next one will be amazing too. And then September, was it the 30th? Was that right?
30th September.
Yeah. Which empower you, and I can't see the tickets being like really cheap, because it's not a cheap event. It's going to be an event like the one that we've just been to. But don't hesitate. Start saving now Do they go on sale on the 7th of June?
Yeah, the 7th of June they go on sale, and the event's on the 30th of September at Telford again, the Telford Conference Centre.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely get saving or get selling.
And start booking hotels now.
And you can. If you don't have to pay. That's another thing as well. If you use Booking.com, you can actually reserve hotel rooms, and you don't have to pay to them until you get there, and they all have free consolation as well. So don't kind of hold off booking places because you're worried about having to pay for it all up front. If you get it booked, you've got all this time now to save for it between now and September. And it's just going to be for one day this time because we've already had the leadership summit. So it's just going to be for one day, that Saturday, and that I'm sure is going to be amazing as well.
I would say to people as well, think of it like a business expense. Don't think that, it's an expensive weekend away. Treat it like an integral part of the cost of your business and plan for it now. Because
you can write it up against your taxes.
Yes.
You can go to my team a week, keep your receipts. Did you get lunch? Did you get your receipts? Because I don't think people realise that this is an expensible expense. You know, your lunch, your can of bottle of water, your can of Coke, your coffee, your hotel, your train, all comes off your the business expense. So it's a no-brainer.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely. I think we've covered pretty much everything there, haven't we? Is there anything that you think we might have missed out?
Paula, did you have anything else in your notes?
Yeah, the only other thing that I've got written down that we've not actually talked about is attraction marketing.
Yes.
I think that events are really, really important for attraction marketing because people want to know what you're doing.
Yeah.
When they see pictures of you, living it up, like, where have you been? What have you been up to? What are you doing? Why are you having cocktails? So attraction marketing is also another big thing that events use to your advantage.
Definitely.
That's it.
Right. I think we're pretty much done. Thank you everybody for being here. Thanks to all you ladies as well for coming in and sharing your experiences with everybody. Next week will be personal development, pillar 1. We're back all the way to the beginning. So keep watching in your groups for the links and the people that will be speaking on that. And try and get many of your teams in on this as well as you can, because it is really valuable training. And I don't know about you, but I'm buzzing. I feel like I'm still at the event.
Yay!
Oh, no.
Yeah.
All right, ladies. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.